Hello, welcome to another episode of the You Only Live Once Life and Business Innovation Style Yummy Conversations, where I, honey, bring you yummy conversations, healings, transformations, so that you can break through whatever is holding you back in your life and enjoy a uniquely you life and business that you absolutely adore. And of course, one of the keystones of our transformations are is healing, and healing things allows us to free ourselves from our past trauma, past patterns, and inefficient ways of being that interfere with our ways of showing up in the world, being ourselves, and fully owning what we're here to do, especially if you're someone here on a mission and here on a purpose. This is something that will precede business, precede money making, and healing is required so that you can change into the identity of the person who already has the goods, the joys, the meaning, the health, the love, the prosperity that you want. Now, today we're going to be tackling a really fun and challenging and pretty universal topic about not feeling good enough. I have found this topic to be extremely interesting because it's been something that has showed up throughout my entire life, and it's also something that has been healed at every stage of my life. So it's like an onion and goes many layers deep. And today we found an even deeper layer that has not peeked its head prior till today. And so in this session today, what I want to do is talk a little bit about not good enough, where it's hidden, how I found out about this one. And we're also going to go through a quantum healing technique as well as a clearing technique so that you can clear it out for yourself as well. It's incredibly potent, incredibly effective, and incredibly deep. So stay on for the full thing and you can receive something that typically only my private clients receive. So I would love to share this practice with you and hope that it can help you also transform one of these most deep-seated emotions that get trapped in our bodies. Most of the time, if you don't fully heal it, it shows up in different forms, different iterations, and in different variations throughout your life, and could be the basis and the root cause of a lot of conflict, self-criticism, judgment, and unhappiness, anxiety, stress, and even sleepless nights. So if you have any of those symptoms, check out what the bottom is. And if not good enoughness is one of them, you're in the right place. All right. So we're just going to jump in now and start doing a clearing. I've already ran a quantum report and a quantum analysis of our space today. And the healing today specifically is around not good enoughness, around flow. So we talk a lot about flow in this channel. And what I notice is that some people's flow may look like waking up in the morning and being straight turned on, ready to go in their inspired state, showing up for their computers or showing up for their people in that way. And sometimes flow shows up differently. And so, for example, when my flow showed up as waking up, feeding cats, making breakfast, doing a little bit of work, taking a nap, doing a little bit more work, taking another nap, I realized I was feeling I was underutilizing myself and making that wrong. And when I noticed that, I actually realized that I was criticizing my own flow, even though I got the same amount of results and actually 4 times more than my last month. And I still did not acknowledge that. And the reason for that was because I did not see that as something that was worthy of being proud about or even acceptable. And because I noticed that, I realized with a really good friend of mine that there's something that is possible to be healed, to actually fully understand the worthiness of my natural flow. And because of not accepting this particular portion of my relationship with my flow, I wasn't able to feel free from my own criticism and judgment. And so through this process and through talking about it, a lot has been released. And we're going to release now the energetic portion so that we can really thoroughly remove this so that it does not influence other aspects of life. So if you have something that also shows up as a pattern where you notice that you are constantly not good enough, comparing yourself to others because it manifests in this particular case in comparison with other people's flow or what I felt flow should look like in relationship to workflow, that this was something that that you can take a look at as well. And so wherever it is that you're not feeling good enough about yourself and your day and your week and your month, bring it all to the table today and let's clear that together. Okay, so it's going to be a seated, eyes closed position, or if you are walking around, then at least allow yourself to fully tune into your emotions. It's something where we need full presence. So whenever you're ready, just allow yourself to sit in your wherever you are, come into your body, and I'm going to talk you through a bunch of different prompts and allow our bodies and our connection to this idea of not good enough to be released, and in the process heal some of this root. Okay, so closing your eyes and allowing yourself to come to the center of your heart. Start taking a deep breath in. Into the bottom of your belly and release down into the center of the earth. Allow yourself to connect to the planet, the authentic planet that is connected to you, that is the most nurturing to you, and allow yourself to make that connection now. Breathe in. Allow yourself to open up your field, setting the intention that only positive vibrations and vibrations of the highest frequency of healing and transformation are allowed to enter in to your field of your local advantage now. So allow yourself to open up your field and receive all frequency energies and components that allow you to fully experience a shift in our time together today. Breathing in and acknowledging yourself for making this time to go deep and to acknowledge yourself for receiving this gift from yourself, from us, from your support system energetically, to shift this so that you can come more into your beautiful center and your beautiful acceptance of what it feels like to fully accept yourself and understand that you're not only enough, but fully accepted. So setting these intentions, allow yourself to notice and bring up the identity in your body that has to do with not feeling enough. All of the pieces of this identity in your unconscious, subconscious, in any dimensions and spaces it's being held in any parallel time streams or dimensional fields and energetic spaces. Allow all of that through your breath. Breathe into them and summon them to the surface now. Breathe in. And allow all of that to be with us today. How much is our body holding on to this identity, and perceive that energy of how much energy is our body holding on to this identity, and just see big, huge circle around you. Feel the density of what it feels like. Breathing in and exhale. Now, allow yourself to also experience and perceive how much the planet is holding on to this collective not good enoughness that you are also holding on to in your body. So breathe in. And release. So now I'm going to run through a lot of questions quickly. And all I want you to do is breathe in and perceive the energy and then release the energy on when I ask you to. All right. So we're going to hold and use the collective identity of not good enoughness for you specifically in front of you as the topic. So what does it create in 100 years if you hold on to these benefits that this not good enoughness identity in you is holding on to? So breathe in and perceive the energy and the information of what it creates in 100 years. Breathe in. And feel the density and the sensations. Now, allow yourself to feel what does it create in 100 years if you let go of all of these identities of not good enoughness in your body. So perceive it, breathe in. And exhale. I want you to put all of this into a pile of burning fire right beyond this planet, somewhere out in the solar system, and just throw all of this into the pile if you choose that. So breathe in and expel that into the pile if you choose to. Release it all. Now allow yourself to perceive the authentic benefit of this not good enoughness. Breathe in. And if you don't feel like you're able to perceive these energies or even be in touch with them, don't worry. We will have a couple of resources below in the description for you to reach out to understand how to get in connection with this. But this will be working in the background either way. So allow yourself to use the prompts to stir up the feelings. So breathe into the authentic benefits of what this not good enoughness is for you. Breathe in. Throw it into the pile of fire in front of you. And what's not the authentic benefit of this not good enoughness? Breathe in. And put in the pile. All right, so what are all the manipulations, illusions, and distortions around our not good enoughness identity? Perceive that, breathe in, and perceive it as energy and information. And release it into the pile, into the fire. Perceive all the fantasies projected onto you that is not of benefit, that are to do with the not good enoughness. Perceive, breathe in. Throw it into the fire. Perceive all the interference pretending to be the creator of this not good enoughness, and release it into the fire. Perceive the identity theft, borrowed credibility, false benevolence, that the not good enoughness pretended to help you. Trojan horses, where this not good enoughness seemed like a gift but was actually a manipulation. Inversions, where this is disguised as something that's flipped inside out or upside down, backwards, sideways, just flipped energetically for you to feel like it's useful. Breathe into all of that and put it into the fire. Breathe in. As I'm calling these out, just notice the energy of all of these in your system. Maybe you can sense that. Now breathe into the fake reciprocal debt, where they pretended to help you so that you could feel compelled to help them. And release it. Amplify polarization, where poles are being amplified so that there's exaggerated energies in your field. So breathe in. Whew. Let that go. There's a lot of this in our collective field today. And co-creative entrapments, where we're scanning them for the core agreements, revised agreements, and destroy all core agreements at their cores. And all other manipulations, illusions, and distortions around this topic of not good enoughness. Breathe in. And release it all into the fire. And all other manipulations, illusions, and distortions as energy, perceive that right now. And release it. I'm going to ask the planets to release all of this for us now. So allow yourself, if you choose to shrink this all down to nothing, say, yes, I choose this. If you do, yes, I choose this. And let it shrink all the way down to 0. Feel the energy leave your space, shrink it down, and body planet, you have my permission to let it all go and vaporize it. Planet. And there's a little bit of no. So is this a local no or a foreign or distant no? And if there is, then allow the foreign or distant no sourced by interference to also be shrunk down to 0. And release it all. Okay. So allow yourself to perceive what percentage of the viewpoints from this not good enoughness have been manipulations, illusions, and distortions. Perceive. And what percentage are as actually perceived. Perceive, just as energy. And release it all. And body being planet, where did you agree to keeping this not good enough identity in you? Perceive. Throw it into the fire. And body being planet, where did this not good enoughness agree that they would benefit us? Perceive. Throw it into the pile. Truth. How much of this not good enoughness is actually capable of delivering on their agreement for us and to us? Perceive that as energy. Throw it into the fire. Release it out of your system. And truth. How much was and were these not good enoughness intending to deliver on their agreements? Perceive. Breathe in. And release. Truth. How much did the not good enoughness lie to fabricate these agreements? The not good enough identity lie to us to fabricate these agreements, and perceive what that is for you. Perceive, breathe in. And release it into the pile. Planet, please release all of this for me and allow it to be null void, null void, null void, null void, release, delete, radiant null void in 360 degrees. Whew. I create all of these agreements and just cancel them. So allow that information to enter in your field to cancel, delete, and completely annihilate all agreements. And in relation to agreements, with your body being in planet around this not good enoughness, what are all the manipulations, illusions, and distortions around this? Perceive. and perceive it 360 above, 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 below, 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 left, 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 right, 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 all around, expand, 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 expand more to perceive all agreements in all space-time dimensions, karmic, in the past, in the future, in your history, in your childhood, in your lineage, in your genetics, perceive all directions, all space-times. All realities, parallel universes, dimensions, perceive all, expand, 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 perceive more, all agreements. Breathe in. And release them all into the fire. Breathe in again. Release it all. Allow all fantasies being projected at you, interference pretending to be the creator, identity theft, false benevolence, Trojan horses, inversions, fake reciprocal depths, amplified polarizations, co-creative entrapments, and all other manipulations, delusions, distortions to show up now. Perceive, breathe in. And release. If you yawn or tear or just feel tired, this is good. Energy is sleeping. All right. Now, allow yourself to perceive if you're still waiting for any of these agreements to be delivered. If there's anything sticking in your energetic field that's still holding on, allow yourself to feel there's anything in your throat. So breathe in. What does it create in 1,000 years if you keep holding on to these agreements with your not good enough identity? Breathe in. Perceive that. Expand and perceive. And let it go. Now, what does it create in 1,000 years if you let go of all these agreements? Now perceive that in 360, all dimension, space, and time. Breathe in. Below, 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 all the way down. Breathe in. All the way up as well. Your infinite being. Want to perceive everything into infinity of what it feels like to release it and let it go, and what would it create for you in 1,000 years. Breathe in. And release. Null void, cancel, delete, cancel, delete. We can't revoke. Null void, null void, null void, null void, null void. I create all of these agreements, null void, null void, null void, null void. And planet, body, being, please release all of this for me, and you have my permission to release all of it right now. Release it now. Breathe in. And exhale. All right. And so to all other pieces of this not good enoughness, truth, who are you? Perceive. Truth, who are you before that? Who are you before that, and who will you be in the future? Perceive. And all of your futures before that. Truth, what was your job? Your job before that, and your job before that, and what will your job be in the future? What will all of your jobs be in all of your futures? And take your baggage and imprinting and go now. Release it, vaporize it, explode it, and take it out of your system now. Breathe in. And clear it. All, in every direction, 360, especially the one in front of your frontal lobe and cortex. Shoot out all the way, miles and solar systems above that. Expand, 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 and grab all of the identities, and then let it all go. Whew. And everything that's left behind, let's check in if there's anything left behind in Bloody Planet, especially in this not good enough identity. Any stringers, hooks, implants, trigger structures, constructs, adaptations, mutations, systems, and nests. Let's perceive. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's remove those as well. Breathe in. Allow yourself to release them as we support you. As the quantum machine supports you, as I support you, as well as myself and ourselves. Release it. Are there any disguised memory implants? Perceive. And let that go too. Whew. Wow, there's a lot of these. Okay. So release all of them. All. All right, so all programs, machines, data streams, intersessions, intercommunications, interconnections terminate here now. All intersessions terminate here now. All intercommunications X terminate here now. Interconnections terminate here now. All programs, machines, data streams X terminate here now. So breathe in. Allow every piece of intersecting program, data stream, or machinery information that is looping in your system, operating system, the way that you do life to just terminate and exterminate here now. Terminating all programs, data streams that are not of your infinite being. Now, what are all the reference false notes logs that not good enoughness has? Backup systems, black magic, and all of the backup systems everywhere stored in your system. Perceive that and get that. Let me just get that all out. Breathe in. Release into the palm. And what is all the baggage that this not good enoughness has stored in body or planet? Perceive in all planets and all bodies of yourself in all different dimensions. Perceive. And let it go. And we shrink them down to nothing. All of the stuff in the pile in the fire. Yes. Okay. Say, I choose that. If you do out loud, I choose that. Shrink it down to nothing. Explode it. All right, great. What awareness, energy, and frequency can me and my body be to have I, the local intimate being, be the sole identity in this body? Receive. Breathe in. What awareness, energy, and frequency can I, the infinite being, be to claim and own this body as mine, to be the sole identity responsible for this body and for my freedom and for my flow? Receive. What awareness, energy, and frequency can I be, my infinite being, be to refuse all external, not good enoughness identities? Receive. And what if there was so much more of me, the infinite being, that in this body, and so much more enoughness in this body, and acceptance and flow, that there was no more room for any other identities or critical voices to come into our bodies? So receive. Deep breath in. How can I call in so much more of me, so much more enoughness, so much more fullness of me that nothing else can exist in my body but me, the creator, the infinite being? Receive. Breathe in. All right. So as your fullness, as your infinite being state, I claim and own my full enoughness in this body now. Breathe in. I am enough. My flow is enough. And I own my body now. I own my flow now. Breathe in. I accept and I love my flow. Deleting any attachments, any memories, any hooks, implants that are trying to get their way and to come in again at this point of our process to just slide off like droplets of water against a waterproof jacket. So breathe in and fully embrace the awareness, energy, and frequency. You can be just calling that in with the machine and the information field to fully expand and radiate in all directions 360 in all space-time dimensions. Your full being, full acceptance, full loving, caring freedom of fully accepting your flow. Breathe in. Whew, that shifts a lot of stuff. So breathe out, release that last bit of tension from your throat and your face. Breathe in and out a couple of times, moving any part of your body that needs to have this energy infiltrate and fully integrate in every cell of your body to release. And replenish and heal fully the spaces that it can to receive more of your full alignment, full presence, and full infinite being. Of feeling and understanding that you alone as you are fully capable, fully okay, and your natural flow is more than enough for you to create everything that you desire. Allow yourself to receive, if you can see, energy and awareness of that full trust of your full, authentic, infinite self and your being and body now. So you may feel a little bit of tingles in your head, in your body, in your fingers. Just let that energy integrate, walk, seal up your energy field, root down to your authentic planet. Breathe in. Allowing yourself to connect back to this space at all times and activate this as your infinite state of being whenever you fall to the side of it. Allowing yourself to close the circle with beautiful, loving light, unconditional love, beautiful heart centered acknowledgments and gratitude for yourself, for this opportunity to heal and transform these deep wounds that are allowing more infinite being to enter and allowing us to receive the full potential of you. And feel the full potential of your happiness and joy when you can truly be with yourself. Allow this to continue happening in the background throughout your day and week and month. Of course, activations, this is just the beginning and just the tip of the big iceberg. So thank you for being here. Hope you enjoyed this extremely potent energy work. And of course, there's a lot more, such as Prosperity Blueprint and how we create prosperity with your blueprint. We have a transitions PDF also in the descriptions. And if this worked for you and I want to hear what you felt, write in the comments below, like and subscribe to feel more of these energetic shifting experiences with us. This is Hani. Love you so much. Thank you so much for doing this inner work for yourself, and thank you for receiving this gift. See you next time. Mwah.